Welcome back to Rebellious Motherhood. I am so excited for today's vlog because I'm not at home and I'm not in the van. I have gone on location, that's right, to Colonial Grind here in Thomasville, North Carolina. They have a beautiful room where I am going to sit down with two amazing ladies who are part of the same business that I am part of. Okay, so surprise guys, these are the ladies that I was telling you about that were going to be joining me today. I'm super excited. If you haven't seen them before, they are part of Partner Co., the business that I'm involved with, and I respect both of these ladies so much for the work that they have done within Partner Co. and within like the health and wellness industry. I have learned a ton from them because when I got started, I thought this business was just the drops and I was going to be selling the drops and that was it. But I have since learned so very much about this business, and so I want to introduce you today to Carrie Hicks and Keye.
But first, guys, would you look at this cute little coffee shop that has been here for an entire year, and I have just discovered it. They have got the most amazing seating, whether it's a large table, a booth, a couch, small table, or the room which we are recording in, and it's amazing. If you are local, be sure to stop in and support them because we absolutely love their coffee. Now back to our discussion.
I'm just gonna let you guys each start by telling them a little bit about your background and just like a snippet of you being involved with Partner Co.
Okay, so I am a retired nurse. I've been a nurse since the 1900s, so I'll tell you about that. I was able to retire from nursing right at 10 years ago, and to do this full time. So I've been with Partner Co. since 2014. It has been a blessing to our family, a financial blessing, but also a blessing as far as time freedom is concerned. So it allowed me to raise all three of our kids. When my mom got sick with Lou Gehrig's disease, I was able to take care of her the entire time until her passing. And I never had to ask a boss for time off. I was still able to care for people, and my passion and my ministry has always been getting people healthier. And so I was allowed to do that at the same time. So that's been my blessing. But
oh, fantastic. That's great. So health and wellness has always been part of who you are.
Absolutely. Yes.
Very good. Very good. All right, Sherry, what about you?
Yeah, so my story looks a little bit different, but it involves Carrie.
Been together a long time.
Carrie and I have known each other for years, and about 10 years ago, I realized that I needed to make some changes in my health. I was about 50 pounds heavier than I am now, and I had good energy, but I recognized the fact that my family history was not good and that we were living a busy lifestyle with two teenage girls, travel, sports, all the things. And we had gotten away from cooking regularly at home, but I did not realize how much I didn't know about eating healthy. I thought, oh, I'm a good eater. I eat my vegetables, I eat all the things, but I really knew very little about nutrition. And so at that point, which was about 9 years ago, Carrie was already a part of the company and was leading with nutrition education at that point. And so I came on board with a program that Carrie helped create, and they were leading with nutrition. And so that's how I got started. I had a life-changing experience with that, learning about nutrition, and so I lost that 50 pounds 9 years ago. I've been able to keep it off for 9 years, which has been wonderful, through a healthy lifestyle. And then also the products, the drops I took for the first time 9 years ago, and other products that we offer as well too, that you mentioned earlier. And about 2 years I spent being a customer. And after that, I made the decision. It's so funny, we kind of joke about it now because Carrie says, I always knew, but I
one person really wanted to know about
that I made the decision to start basically what we called coaching at the time. So I became a coach with the program to teach nutrition.
So I went to PXP back in September, and that was really what opened my eyes to how vast Partner Co. is in terms of what they offer, because like I said earlier, I thought it was just the drops. And Dr. Ray Strand came out and he talks and he starts talking about vitamins and minerals and calcium and how you need different molecules of things to work together so that it breaks down your body. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know any of this stuff. So then I had to go home and I had to look at my Amazon Subscribe and Save and try to make some adjustments, because I realized that I was spending a lot of good money on products because I was trying to take care of myself. I had a multivitamin, I had a high dose vitamin C. I was trying to do some things right, and I was just missing the mark because, I didn't know how to read labels and I didn't understand all of that. So with you guys having such background within wellness and clean products and within healthcare and taking care of yourselves, what is it about Partner Co. that professionally, because we are called brand partners, and that means a lot to me in the YouTube world, because we have a family channel that's really more successful than my channel, and people reach out to us and they'll say, will you put our product on your channel, or will you talk about this? What is it about Partner Co. that you were willing to attach yourself to and be a brand partner and go all in and represent them? What is that magical thing that was oh, this is it?
Well, we've seen a lot of transition over that time period, and some of it's been difficult, but I think the thing that has always been, no matter what, was that the quality of the products were a priority.
Right.
That's that's never changed, even with some changes in leadership. The quality was always a priority, and I know for me that's been very important since the beginning. Yes. And now the leadership, I think the thing that keeps us excited about what's happening with Partner Co. and what's happening with the future of Partner Co. is that our leadership is so solid, and they have the mindset of building a legacy company. They want to see us succeed. They want to give us the tools that we need to succeed.
I think when we switched over to Partner Co., the things that we had begged for for years and years and years, when we switched over to Partner Co., which was the best thing ever, within 6 months, things that we had begged for years were happening, and I'm well, how come it happens now? But I'm so glad that we held on.
And I think some things we didn't even know that we needed. Right. For sure, things we didn't even know that we needed or existed has come as well too from that new ownership.
It's been a good thing. Awesome. Partner Co. is the fact that it gave us tools, so I could listen to people, and they could, they may have complaints of inflammation, or they're needing to release weight or balance their blood sugars or whatever it was. And I'm oh, we have a tool to help you succeed with that. And I love that. And I love the fact that all of our products are clean. I wasn't having how much time have we spent looking at labels in the last decade? And there's so much junk in so many different supplements. And we don't have that. And that makes me feel good.
The foods list that you guys used 10 years ago, that I used 9 years ago, is the same foods list. It's the foods list that comes with the drops. And so we still use that as our foundation, our resource for the successes that we have.
So people who are dealing with blood sugar issues or inflammation, you have a food list that is helping your body to actually heal. Yes. And then you take your drops at the same time. You're looking for this chemical reaction. And when you stick to the program, things just kind of start happening. So we got to so.
I always say, when people ask me about the drops, it was I just needed one small win. When I sat down to eat a meal that I typically would consume the whole thing, and about halfway through, I noticed I was full. It was whoa. That's weird, but that was the one win that I needed to say, I need to stick with these drops, and I need to shift some things about the way I'm eating. And then it was the next week that my sweet tooth went away, and I was oh, that is a big win for me. And it just one win after another, and then you find yourself 3 boxes or months later and down 30 pounds, and you're how did this even happen? But it was the two working together.
Yes, absolutely.
So you mentioned about the reading labels and ingredients and being able to use a product that you trust and that you know is clean. Kind of ties into Partner Co's commitment to being a clean company. And you guys both being part of our Wellness and Sports Council. So tell us a little bit about what that is in terms of Partner Co. What function does that serve?
So to me, and we're both new on this one this year, so I'm excited about that.
Yes.
But I look at that as we become the advocates. You know, so if someone is dealing with, you know, health issues or maybe, you know, hopefully never, but, you know, like if an ingredient comes into one of our supplements, it's our job to say, wait, why did we do that? You know, question that, you know, be the voice of everyone else that can't speak.
And we had that happen.
We
with
did
a,
have that
with
happen.
a product that we actually have had for quite some time, but we never promoted that product because there was an ingredient that was in it that we had learned and been taught to stay away from, and so we never promoted that product. And
they got rid of that ingredient,
they
and
did.
now we can't keep it on the shelf.
Yes,
Because why
yes.
would we start promoting it? You know, so
Yes.
so it
So
works
they
out
do
well.
listen,
They do
which is
listen.
really great. Which is really great. Yeah.
Very good. So in your time this year, what do you hope to be able, how do you hope to be able to impact Partner Co. and other brand partners?
Is to be able to take the knowledge that we've gained in the last 9 to 10 years doing what we've been doing, teaching people about this foods list and about ingredients and things that they should be staying away from, and to be able to help. I feel like there's going to be opportunity for us to be able to help navigate even some marketing tools, because I think there's some areas even now that we could make some changes in regards to some references for nutrition, some of the nutritional things. And so I hope that we get some opportunities to,
And just the education,
that,
like
yes.
help education.
Awesome. Okay, so my final thing that I want to ask you guys today, and it doesn't have to be just within terms of Partner Co., but definitely something to consider within like your total life, is if you had one thing that you could say is ultimately a mark of success for you this next year, since we're headed into 2025, what is that one thing that would be like, you know what, no matter what else happened in 2025, I achieved this?
That's a hard one.
well, with Partner Co., we have.
I don't know what yours is.
Well, we have title advancements, and so, you know, it doesn't come with anything other than that, but it kind of lets everybody know that you're at a certain level. And so I have the opportunity for a big title advancement this year. My goal is to reach it by PXP.
Okay.
But, you know, I don't know that would be it, though, I'll be honest. I really think that if I can see someone, we were just having this conversation beforehand, if I could bring somebody into the team, or you know, someone comes into our team who, I would love to see somebody even exceed where I'm at. Like, I would love to see someone just
rise up.
Yeah. Oh my
And be
goodness.
successful.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, and to me, so I'm not driven by rankings. I do have a good ranking. I have a CEO.
You get excited about it.
And but it doesn't mean that much to me. But I'm kind of like you. Like, if I see someone else succeed, whether that's in their business or with their health, you know, if I see someone who's really 50, 100 pounds and they're excited about it and they're telling others,
Right.
like, that makes me excited. That makes me feel like, okay, I have walked with you on this journey, and that helps me to feel successful because that person is being successful.
I feel like we would celebrate their title advancements
theirs.
probably more than we would even our own, you know, just because, well, we know what the kind of work goes into it and what it,
There's a lot of
you know.
responsibility. I mean, this is a business. It's not something that just magically appears.
Absolutely.
You know, there's,
Yes,
absolutely.
you have to be committed, you have to be dedicated, and you got to be. There's a lot of responsibility to it. So.
Yeah.
Well, Well, so I think that kind of speaks a lot to the culture of Partner Co., which is very different. I will say that these two ladies were gracious enough to come and talk today. We have co-hosted a couple of events together here locally, and I am not on their team. They are not in my direct leadership.
But we're still family.
Partner, yes, but like Partner Co. does not see it that way. If somebody messages me because through my YouTube channel, like they stumble across my video and they are working with somebody else, but they send me a question, I still answer it. These ladies have answered any questions that I've had. They were willing to come out and do this video today because Partner Co. really lives into that name of partnership, and they call us brand partners. And I think that is something very different and unique within this industry that you don't hear a lot of. So I just wanted to point that out and to say that so that if you are one of those people who have been watching my journey with the drops and you've watched my journey with the business and you kind of find yourself in a place where you're like, I don't know, do I want to do one of those things? Like I didn't want to do one of those things either, but I'm so glad I did. So I have heard this quote that says, you know, sometimes the best time to take the action is right now. Could there have been a better time? Maybe. But right now in this moment might be your time to take that action, because I know for me, it didn't look like the right time to get started. It didn't look like the right time to start a business in the middle of what I was doing. But I just took one little step and then another little step, and it was all kind of laid out for us. And our system of growth and our products kind of working together make this easy for even a mom like me who's super busy and has a lot going on and has no health and wellness background at all, to be able to learn from other people. And so I feel like all of the successes that I have along the way are of course due to my team and my leadership, but they're due to the leadership that we get from other people as well. And it is priceless. So
one of the things that I love is, you know, we've been here a long time, 9 and 10 years. We did not have a system 9 or 10 years ago. And if we would have had the system 9 or 10 years ago that we do today, there's no telling where our business would be.
it would have made the journey a little bit easier for sure.
Yeah.
The system was created by brand partners. It wasn't created by our corporate office or anybody at the corporate level. And so it was created by someone who knew the importance of it. And so we're very, very grateful. Those of us who were here prior to the system are very grateful for it.
And it's
for that
duplicatable.
reason.
What we had prior was not duplicatable. So you had a new person that would come in and you were like, what do you do with them?
Yes.
Like, how do you know? And now it's like, you know, let me train you. Let me take 30 minutes. Let's train you really well. And poof, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And that's a game changer.
Yes.
That's a game changer.
Well, people like me really appreciate that because I was able to just come in and like run with it. I didn't have this like huge learning curve. It's just like, here it is, let's walk through it, and then you keep doing it. So
You do it over and over and over.
yes.
And it grows.
Yes. Okay, well, that is all I have today. Those are all the questions that I have today. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask these ladies, I'm going to have their contact information in the description below. Go to their Facebook, to their TikTok, to all the good places to find out more about them and their journeys. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave it down below. See you real soon.